crackdown on gangs intensifies in El Salvador.
Ese sufrimiento que le hagan a la población, lo van a sufrir ellos aquí.
As these images of mass arrests and police searching through homes and families' belongings at neighborhood checkpoints fuel concerns that human rights are being violated. President Nayib Bukele and the National Police touting the efforts on social media all week using the hashtag War Against Gangs. On Wednesday, citing over 2,000 arrests made in just 4 days in response to one of the bloodiest weekends in the country in 30 years. The National Civil Police reporting 62 homicides on Saturday alone. The president sharing these videos appearing to show prison guards roughly forcing inmates to move with clubs, tweeting also that those arrested would not be freed and announcing meals for incarcerated gang members would be cut to one a day. This as police round up others on the street after a state of emergency was imposed on Sunday that suspends constitutional rights like freedom of assembly and the right to an attorney when detained.
Hey, I want to speak about El Salvador has just experienced one of its deadliest days, well, the deadliest day in 30 years. 68 homicides in one day. And when I hear news about El Salvador, the first thing that I think about is my neighbor. I've got a neighbor who literally lives right across the street from me who's from El Salvador. He's in his late 70s. And I give him a ride to a grocery store sometimes. I give him a ride to the grocery store sometimes. This man, you know, he's a Latino guy, El Salvadorian. And he's an older man, and I help him. You know, he buys his groceries. I just give him a ride, and he's older, so I lift the bags and whatever he has, I bring it into his apartment. And when the first time I came into his apartment, I seen a huge El Salvadorian flag on the wall, and I seen a huge picture of the president of El Salvador. And he's a good guy. I like him. I like helping him out. And he's a cool dude. We laugh, we joke. I know a little bit of Spanish, so I can communicate a little bit with him. And another thing that I think about when it comes to El Salvador is just how proud they are. I remember a couple of weeks ago, a Mexican neighbor of mine was playing very loud Mexican music. And I went outside and told him, hey, I'm not trying to be disrespectful, but, you know, I've got a kid inside the house that needs to do some studying. You've had your music on for 8 hours. Can you please turn it down? I like Mexican music. And then this other guy who was with him said, I'm not Mexican. I'm El Salvadorian. And I said, I didn't say you were Mexican. I said that the music is Mexican because I recognize the music because I actually have that CD in my house. So, and we got an argument. And I said, hey, tell me that CD that he's playing is not Mexican. And he said, it is Mexican, but I'm not Mexican. I said, I never said you were Mexican. You're El Salvadorian. Okay, cool. And I realized that they're proud people. And I realized that a guy from El Salvador told me, well, the old guy told me, he said, the reason why El Salvadorians are so arrogant and prideful, and it seems like they have this ostentatious, condescending attitude towards Americans is because they feel guilty. They feel ashamed because they know that their country is going through hell. They know that their country is a living hell right now. And for them to have gone to America to find better opportunities where the grass is greener, they have some type of internal struggle where they feel ashamed. They feel like they abandoned their country. So they have some sort of psychological issue with that, and it manifests itself in them being arrogant and angry and overly prideful. And I understand that. I mean, I'm not an immigrant, so I can't pretend to understand the struggles of an immigrant, but I do understand that. I mean, I would too if I left my country and I knew that my country was in such a volatile state and that I left and abandoned my family and my fellow citizens to come to America. I'd feel kind of guilty too, you know, so I kind of understand that. But at the same time, this is why I always preach, you know, you got so many people from El Salvador who rather come to America. And I don't get it. I mean, I get it. Yeah, I get it. I understand socioeconomic issues, political issues. El Salvador is completely run by gangs. You know, it's hard to make a living there. You know, if you have a son, he's probably going to grow up to be a gang member. But this is why I say, if you leave your country, you're going to leave it I mean, if all the positive people, doctors, lawyers, judges, electricians, if all the good people leave who can contribute to the country, if they leave, you're going to leave it, I mean, the country is going to be left to gangbangers. So I don't know, man. And I know that some people might get offended by me saying that, but I only say that because I have a lot of love and respect for those countries in Central America and South America. I studied the history of those countries: Aztecs, Incas, Montezuma. I mean, these countries have such a beautiful history. Mexico, El Salvador, Costa Rica, Guatemala, such a beautiful history. Powerful people, strong people, brilliant people, intelligent people, survivors. I love their history. I have so much respect for these countries. That's why I criticize the people who leave. So please don't get it twisted. Pray for El Salvador. Pray for El Salvador.